Hello. Hello, good morning, everyone. Hel- Hello, check. Check. One, two, three.
Good morning, everyone. So today we'll start with our technical session 3. Now I'll request convener of this session, Dr. N. Kumbhare, Principal Scientist, IRI, New Delhi, to please take over. This session is on SWOT in present scenario and reforms for gearing up next generation agriculture research, education, and extension. The lead speakers are Dr. S. Manivannan, Principal Scientist, ICAR-IIRR Assam, Dr. Anshu Bharadwaj, ISRI, New Delhi, Dr. Shashi Dahiya, ISRI, New Delhi, Dr. Archana Anokhe, Scientist, ICR, Directorate of Weed Research. So I request all the lead speakers also to join on the dais. Huh. The rapporteurs of this session are Dr. Divya Balakrishnan, Senior Scientist, ICAR-IIRR, Hyderabad, and Dr. V. Manasa, Scientist, ICAR-IIRR, Hyderabad. So I request the rapporteurs to please take the proceedings of this technical session. I request the convener of this program, Dr. N. Kumbhare, sir, Principal Scientist, IRI, to please come over the dais and take over. Thank you. Sir. Okay. The online participants are requested to kindly please put their queries or any other questions in the chat box. 4 means not 4 also, sir. 1. We have only Dr. Narendra Chaudhary, ICR, NRCSS, Ajmer. NRCSS. I request all the rapporteurs of yesterday's session to please give the proceedings by today afternoon. Okay, no, sir. Okay, Dr. Satish, you are there. It's okay, done. I request Dr. Suvarna, Dr. Satish, Dr. Shruti to please compile all the proceedings. By 11:30, they can give it to President ARSSF. That is good. Dr. Gutam Sridhar sir is there. Dr. Gutam Sridhar. Okay, okay, sir. Okay, maybe Dr. Satish can take care because those two were there. For the technical session, one rapporteurs were Dr. Shruti and Dr. Anshu Bharadwaj. So maybe they can just take it up. Ma'am, yours, Dr. Sharda Chaudhary, ma'am, and Suvarna. By 11:30, you may give it to them in the typed form because they have to read all the proceedings. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. A very good morning, sir. I request the chairperson and the co-chairperson to please occupy the seats on the dais, and I hand it over to Dr. Kumbare, sir. Sir.
Good morning, everyone. Respected chair, co-chair, respected rapporteur, and dear participant. I welcome you all in the third technical session, which is on strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats in present scenario, and reforms for generating gearing of the next generation agriculture research, education, and extension. And this is a very, very important session. And I welcome the chairperson of this today's technical session, Dr. R.K. Mathur, sir, Director, ICAR-IIRR, Hyderabad. Sir, I welcome you in this important session. Co-chair of this important session is Dr. R. Mahendra Kumar, the head crop production IIRR. Sir, I welcome in this important session. And the rapporteurs are Divya Balakrishnan, senior scientist IIRR Hyderabad, and Dr. V. Manasa, scientist IIRR Hyderabad. Once again, I welcome you. And there are important topics are there for today's lead speaker, Dr. S. Manivanan, principal scientist, ICAR-IIRR, Assam, and president ARS Forum. And his topic of presentation is major threats in technology development, assessment, and transfer, and reforms for next generation with reference to agriculture research. So before we start, may I request our chairperson to kindly have remarks on the important session. Sir, chairperson's remarks.
Good morning, everybody. 15, 20, no problem. So a small group is always good also for discussion. And the topic, what is their SWOT? Actually, we read it during our NARM training program. I was in the 44th batch of NARM. And their SWOT analysis, first time we heard and then we analyzed. And it is really very good that we have to analyze what are the strengths of our system, what are the weaknesses of our system, opportunities and then. So I think without going much in detail, and probably you don't have presentation.
Yeah.
Only you flag up the issues.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And on those issues, we can have discussion and try to see that those weaknesses, how they can become opportunities, and what are our strengths which needs to be highlighted, so that the entire ICR system become vibrant. Of course, it is still very vibrant, but then we have to remove the doubts which are there in minds of policymakers within our system and outside our system also. And the ICR as an organization, everybody know very well that it is a very big organization and a well-crafted organization, where right from the village to the big city, everything is connected, and we are taking care of different research and education system and extension system under different ecological conditions. So that advantage is always there with India and ICR as a whole. So Manivanji, it is over to you. If you have presentation, okay. Otherwise discuss karenge.
Yeah,
Maybe issue-based discussion also we can.
I will highlight my points.
Okay.
No, I'm
so
sorry.
Thank you. It is over to you.
Yeah. Online participants also please can interact. Don't think that whenever you wanted, you can interact. It is allowed, already permitted. This is off it. Yeah. Not switch it on. Hello. So, respected chairman, Dr. Mathur sir, the co-chairman, Dr. Mahendraji, and convener, all the participants and members, very good morning to all of you. This ICAR is a very big organization, and we can say that next to American Agriculture Service Research Services, and we are the second largest in world. And we have so many advantages. The system was well defined, well created for undertaking the research. We have the strong strength that we are the autonomy organization. We need not follow. That is why the today council, what advantages happen? We created joint secretary post for administration, additional administration general. So many positions are being created. We have revived our cadre. Accordingly, that according to your wish, the cadre is modified. That is the biggest advantage is that we are having autonomous status. Autonomy is the second one. We are all highly having multidisciplinary agricultural research teams. Still, we have not fabricated that integrated animal, fish, and divisions. We have all agriculture discipline. Even though the universities are fabricated, I feel that agriculture should be in one umbrella. because it should not be divided. The efforts were put by recently that animal and veterinaries also that we have strongly opposed to not create another council for veterinary and animal. So we have, that is the more advantages. We are all highly qualified. And we are also getting the graduates from the creamy. All are high toppers, highly intellectual. Every scientist is the merit. ARS examination we passed, maximum. Only hardly about 1,000 we have the lateral entries, but remaining more than 4,500 around, we are all come through the ARS systems. So the ARS are the very intellectual knowledges we have. And we have the diversity in all, even nature of the person. That is the one of the things which we have it, that if you come from particular region or the particular zone, you will have only single-minded, narrow-minded. We have the diversity in the mind, diversity in thinking, diversity in the innovation. That is a very strong advantages for us. And another one important thing is infrastructure. Very costly equipments, where it is there, that in biotechnology laboratories, number one, we have in ICR systems, established in the larger way. We have the plant breeding laboratories are there, molecular biologies, so many advantages. Both animal sciences are having separate laboratories, fishery sciences are having separate laboratories, and we have the strong laboratories. Another important thing is we have the strong control or coordination with the state agriculture universities. We have that. Nobody can say that universities are being away from the ICAR. We are very close to the universities. We have the enough budget. People cannot say that one. We have enough budget. It's a budget is that I will come later. We have taken yesterday, the budget is one of the constraints as per the Abral's advice also. We are working on that, how to get the more budget for the ICAR research, that we are working on it. But as usual, we have never been shortage of that. Any time like other organizations, that salary was not paid for some employees or 1 month, 2 months like that. Many institutes it has happened. It has never happened in ICAR at any point of time. Another important thing is that we are having our own managers, starting from your immediate report officer to top level secretary, all are scientists. All are scientists. You take anywhere that you have been intervened by the non-scientific persons, your head of the division, the director, then DDG, ADG, up to secretary, all are our own community, own fraternity. Who is the ARS scientist? The powers are with them. This is added advantage. If you go to other departments, like a state, the central ministries, the powers always will go to the secretaries. But here the powers are with our own people's own fraternity. Important things. Our rules are flexibly can be modified time to time. You have seen already? In my NAM time, they will say ICR means I can amend the rules. So it is time to time we can modify it. You are seeing that. Qualifications have been modified very frequently for the entry levels. Assessment policies have been modified. Transfer policies are modified. We are having the flexibility to adapt according to over the period of time. Whatever required today, tomorrow, over the period. No such fluctuation is there. Even IAS assessment system, IFS, they are following the very old pattern till the date. But we are over the period of time, we are modifying it according to the need, current situation, current scenario. What development you are making it is coming in your APR immediately within the year. Today some introduction is there, that item is put in the fall inside. So we have the major strengths. We cannot say that we don't have any strength to undertake the research and laboratories. Another things, there is a freedom for the scientist. Freedom is not utilized. We are The direction is not coming from top. Our own ourselves, we are proposing the identifying the problem and proposing it. It is approved by them. Nobody is doing like this. Okay, we can interact after my talk. Okay, yeah. So another. So what are the things for their weaknesses for us? The major thing is that our scientists are not utilizing the what is available. First of all, the common facilities are not being shared. We need our Mathur sir to give mechanism for how to utilize the common facilities. Yesterday, when I was interacting with my fellow colleagues of ICAR-IIRR Hyderabad institutes, one of the institutes located in our Hyderabad campus charging money for using the sports facilities. Our own colleague, where our own scientists to enter in that playground, to walk, to utilize the playground, they are charging money. So playground itself, they are charging money means how much restriction will be there to utilize the laboratories? If you guys go with my ID card, I am ICR scientist, sir. Please come. What do you want? Yesterday I am free. Tomorrow this time, laboratory is free. You take the chemical, you work it. That should be the situation for the ARS filling. When people came and they introduced me that one family, for examples, I can say that one collector wife is there and he goes, one junior IFS officer is there. She goes and introduced that I am the wife of 2010 so and so from Rajasthan cadre, sir. Immediately, madam, what do you want? Right, this some of the cadres for the giving that much respect to their own cadre family members. And our own scientists, when we go there, director letter is required, head of the division letter is required. There, if you go, their laboratory will put up that so and so is coming like that. So what I am saying, if our own scientists, you are following this many rules, how it can be? That itself, it is the wrong thing. Even within the institute also, one division to other department, permission is required. So these walls should be broken. Within our own system, A to Z, 113 institutes are there. Right, sir? 113, sir? ICAR Institute? Yeah. And we have that around 66 to 70 or some regional stations, around bigger ones, the ASRB recruiter ones, and it will be around crossing 250 for that overall regional stations. Of course, regional stations must not have that, but some regional stations are having very extraordinary facilities also. So how we have to utilize that? I am from Manivannan, IRA Assam principal scientist. I will come with my soil samples and I want to come to IRA laboratory soil science. I will give it to the one scientist. I want to analyze and give. Whether you will analyze and give, what you will tell immediately? You open one logbook, write my name, prove me, I have ID card. Is IRA scientist has come, sir? This many samples we analyzed, we gave the report, copy, you send it to your director. These are the data we analyzed and send it to you, sir. Or allow me, sir, we don't have the manpower. You bring your own manpower, you bring your own chemical, you work it, sir. I don't have chemical, we don't purchase it chemical. You purchase your chemical and come and work, sir. Why this is there? Really, anybody can say that ICR anywhere it is happening. I have taken university, normally they will not allow. That I understood. I collected Kodaikanal some samples. One project is their contract research. Instead of taking to Assam, I have taken to TNIU. The head of the division of soil science, he told, you pay money, then I will take your samples. Madam, credit I cannot give, I have to draw the invoice and all, madam. It is very difficult, they will not give money and all. No, you pay money, then only I will take your sample. Madam, I am giving your sample, you give the data before I will pay. No. So this is today, we were generating income among ourselves only. Why the problem is why we are generating our own colleague? Because we are unable to generate income through outside. We have to concentrate outside clients for generating the income. We should join together. You and me can join together. We should target our clients. Then we won ICAR then. That we feel that we IIR, we DRR like this, or maybe Indian Institute of Mines Research. So then this problem will not be there. I strongly request, DG sir has agreed that we won ICAR work among sharing the facilities, whatever the mechanism required, you tell us what kind of mechanism is required. If we will be able to achieve many things, we need not to waste that one. The project proposals, when the IRC is presented, directors will be knowing it. The first director is asking whether we have facilities within our institute. The director should ask, we have facilities within our ICR. These objectives you can analyze in Hyderabad. You can go to the Delhi. You can go to the Chennai. That should be the mindset. So we think like this way, that within the facilities, within the available facilities, you are restricting your innovative ideas. That's not the innovative ideas. Innovative ideas in the sky. And you have to bring the facilities global. I am saying ICAR, if you club all the 113 institutes, all facilities, all machineries, everything is available. So we have to take the stock of that. The scientist has to tell, this is my ideas, my project. I need 2 parameters from this institute. 2 I will analyze from that institute. I want to come out with innovative data, innovative project. Then scientists will be able to come forward. I'm telling that last so many years experience. First things, the projects are being concerted based on the available facilities and budget. Are you agreeing? So it is the case. How we can fly on the sky? Only we can walk. If we want to fly on the sky, we have to get it flight from somebody. We have to hire the pilot from somebody. We can record the data. 2003, I was in Israel. Scientists are going by helicopter flight to measure the cloud depth. What it is? Cloud depth. They have conducted some of the studies for artificial rain. That time they were conducting. So for that, they need to incorporate the depth and all. So how much clouds is there, then they will do the seeding, then the rain will come like this way. But the idea or it is failure, I think so. But for that failure ideas also, they spent huge crore. Can you imagine that that much flight we can go and see measure the depth of the clouds? So that country is not thinking of the failure, even though so many crores. Research cannot be always successful. If you do our research with the prejudice result, that cannot be new innovations. Innovation means the result can be anything, but your idea, methodology should be scientific. What approach you are doing. So for this purpose, our available facilities are restricting, so that we should break the wall and move it to the across our own ICR institutes. As our Honorable DG says that when we will be able to use our own facilities, then we will come out with the innovative ideas. All the scientists will not propose a project according to their availability. They will project according to their intellectuals. So innovative project should be according to individual intellectual knowledge, not based on the available facilities, available budget. That's why the external funded projects, you are getting the better result than the institutional fund projects. Always, most of the time you say that only external funded project, I come out with the papers, I did this thing, that things and all, but most of the institute, I experience, it will be differ also, because earlier days we developed all the rice varieties, all the varieties, oil seed, everything by ICR budget only. The current scenario, it is the title we have put, current scenario. The present scenario, what is happening, we have to analyze it. Second important points. We were thinking, we conducted problems, identifications first, but we never take major stakeholder in the concern. That's the main important things. Who are the major stakeholders? Everybody was taking, we are working for the farmers. Everything is farmers. But our assessment, the directors are telling, if I tell some work, director has some innovative idea. He is telling, hey, both of you, you go and collect this data from this area. I want to give some status report to the council. Immediately the scientist is telling, sir, you either they will come with the one certificate that so and so as involved in this data collection, or they will tell, sir, inside mind they will keep, there is no score for doing this work, so need not to do this work. So we have to think little bit. Weightages we can give for the scorecard. Maybe we can come out like 50% weightages for your all theoretical part, and the 50% weightage can be given for your the real implementation, the real output which is coming out. You think, I am floating, it is all due to you. In the reality, what you are doing the work, all cannot publish. Particularly you take it, economic scientists and extension scientists, what we did, we relaxed their scorecard. They will not be able to compete with you. How come I am the engineer? What you see in the entire scorecard, engineer, nothing will be there. It will be there, variety development will be there. All genome, class, and so many things will be there, pattern, everything. I am modeling engineer. What is there? If unless until I develop the own model, that engineer will never get any mark. That is the reality. So what about that? I have developed 35-hectare land in Goa, where you are all go that opposite railway station. There was the KVK area. When I joined there, it was a jungle. It was now like entire buildings that I did it. What was the benefit for that? Today from that land, all experiments which said today they are getting the long-term impact of soil fertility, soil conservation measures, all high-rated rates are published. But the scientist who developed what is getting? Without that laboratory establishment, without that field establishment, what is there? They have given the scorecard, the work which is done more than 50 lakhs. We have taken 5 lakhs sanction for more than 3 crore. That time, it was the system. Director told, your estimate should not be more than 5 lakhs. I have up to 5 lakhs. Correct, sir? Up to 5 lakhs power. It's just spattered. 25 lakhs, 35 lakhs I have taken and developed for the entire campus in crore and crore. But in the official record, I cannot get any mark. Even the director, when I asked certificate also, he told, Manivandan, your all works are less than 5 lakhs. We need 50 lakhs. So he knows that I developed that. Council knows it, but nobody can recognize my work. This is the reality. So where we are living, our own system, we have strength to amend the rules, and we are unable to bring out the scientist who has developed the infrastructures. What that scientist will do after 5, 6 years, 10 years, 15 years, some private companies will offer 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, you come that you develop my farm. Naturally, that intellectual will go to private. Then the private laboratories will come up. They will do the water research. They will competition for our own. Today, how many the private cotton, this is what you can say, modified genome or molecular something is BT cotton like that. Those and all, who is working? Our own scientists who left from here, who is indirectly, directly, they are only contributing. Why our scientists contribute for the private? Why they cannot contribute for our own ICAR system? Because of there is something is there, which is the difference between what in the reality for weighting my work, assessment of my work, there is a difference in the record. We have to come forward. It should not be the common for everybody. Third, this is assessment, I'm saying. Assessment is more important. That why I should work if I have not been motivated? Why people are, salary is what? Salary is a kind of motivation. If I ask you to work freely, anybody will work. Salary is motivation. Where promotion is a motivation, assessment is motivation. If you see the congratulations, how many of you are very happy? If I go there morning, if you give that, sir, I got the award from so and so society, best paper award. Immediately what director told? Congratulations. If the director takes that mithai and eat like this, will you be happy? He'll come out, will say that 5 rupee chocolate I wasted. He did not tell any words like this. It's the motivation is more important for the scientist. If you are not motivating, that's why ARS forum has taken the timely assessment. Administration has told, sir, you will get arrears after 3 years promotion. I told nothing. The promotion is the motivation. Motivation should be timely given. Today, your birthday, I will congratulate you. After 5-6 days, you will be happy. Even if you go that I have that problem. Your wife, if you forget your birthday by 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, you are not wishing. 7 o'clock onwards, you will get a lot of irresponsive things will be there. Even if you are at the home, all sounds will come. You cannot understand what for this is happening. Then we have to see, yes. Everybody required the motivation. Child required the motivation. Parents required the motivation. All required the motivation. That is a human attitude. And highly intellectual scientists, they definitely require the motivation. That motivation has to be given timely. That's why we put a lot of effort to the council that within a month it should be once in year 2 time assessment should be done and ICR will clear within a month. It's happening now. So you are getting the promotion last April. Today scientists are due. Will be happy. I got promotion, senior scientist. I will work, new project I have to put up. One external funded project I will take up like this. When you are giving that promotion after 10 years, 15 years, their time it has happened. Once 98 principal scientist was assessed very long time, 6-7 years. Almost most of them they came. At the time I was vice president, I came that we should go away, voluntary retirement, money is not happening. They all been assessed after 6-7 years. Then that period, potential period has gone. 6 years you would have done more contribution. That has we have missed. We have missed that chance. One scientist is missing. 800 scientists is not assessed for 6 years. How much large we are missing it. That's why timely motivation is important. Whether it is the promotion or anything, it should be timely to be done. That part is we have taken care. We can see another important things. We are always having the reorienting our programs. That's another weakness. 1 hour we study some PhD thesis. All might have done the PhD thesis. When the most of the scientists, when they entered in the services, they tried to go according to the PhD as a specialization. One thing I can tell you, the PhD thesis posting is not done according to your PhD thesis. Your PhD, we are not posted, ICR is not posting as according to your thesis. ICR is posting you based on the discipline and you have to work according to the mandate. But most of us, what we are trying to do? We are trying to put our interests in the institute mandate. So the institute mandates are diluted. Then there was no director will tell, sir, I am specialization of this one only. So director also will think, okay, his intellectual to be harvested somewhat. So whether it is not relevant, also let him work on that. So that way, our specialization is missing. Our specialization is missing. All our institute name that I will come. Another thing. First one is the specialization. Like other institute, other department, they are doing very specific. This institute is mandatory for that. Now, every institute is working everything. We have subject matter division. One of the DDG told me, sir, the NRM, we have the different kind of things. There should be the difference between the water management and water conservation. He told openly, nothing doing. Nowadays, all are working in all. Everybody can work everywhere. Is it possible? 10-15 scientists have been appointed on specialized field to target. That's why my field, I can say, SWOT modeling was developed by one of the laboratory in USA. That's a watershed model. Hundreds of scientists are worked in that model only. Only development of that water model. That's why that model has come up. Any institute, can you say that 100 scientists are working in one models in India? That model is world popular. We are using all the countries' models. That is important. We have to put all intellectuals, come together and make it as a one bigger one. We were isolated, going one smaller. Not include the co-PIs also. If the one, see, I will tell examples. If the Manivannan is there is a one person proposing the project from the rice. The rice required water. So the water component he will get complete packages. But he want to avoid Manivannan, water component itself is eliminating. Then your technology will be incompleted one. We have the sources, we have the intellectuals, but we are not inclusive. So inclusive nature is more important. Different opinion will be there definitely, but we cannot bring our own wish peoples to our institute. So inclusive nature is more important. Another one important point is there. Our institutes are all Indian institutes, all named under Indian institutes. But the work will be, see that it will be not even covering the many districts, maybe director, rice and all they are covering, but maximum, majority institute, I can say that about 30 to 40% institutes are working in the, not covered in the Indian. We say that, what was that? Some word was used, mega India something, pan India. The words are used pan India. We never undertake the pan India projects even. That is why USA has the data of that. If you go, scientists want to enter soil data of this Hyderabad lat long, we will get soil data. But India, we are not getting the soil data anywhere for entire India. Entire India, if you put the internet, the particular soil data should come to enter in the watershed model. If I want to give the watershed plan, I am not getting the soil data, I am not getting the geographical data, anything. I have to go and survey that entire 500 watershed and I am giving the plan for that one. You can sing it, I am challenging it. We have the 100 years, still 100 kilometer only soil data is being given. My field I am talking. We are, institutes are started when? 1950s. But today, so many years are there. But we have the soil data. We talk about the precision farming. We talk about the micro scale, everything. But the soil data of our institutes are available. 100 square kilometer, only one data. Means what is the 100 square kilometer? It is 100 meter, 100 meter, 100 meter. 100 kilometer. 100 kilometer, how much variation is there? And we are using. So the district collector asked me to prepare the Nilagiri plan. Then I approached this all the maps of our ICR institutes. Entire district, I am getting only one data, profile data. Any soil scientists are here, they can oppose me openly that no sir, your statement is wrong like that. 27 years I am working with the watershed. I know the real problem where we are there. We say available, but we never think that we need to develop the country. At least the basic database would be there in the purpose what is required. If you talk about precision farming, what scale data is required, that should be there. That's why the private people are dominating. They are taking at least district wise. They are taking the government, the Tamil Nadu government, some private people are there now, the GIZ and all. No, I am also consultant for that German-based company. So what? They are hiring us and taking advices. They generate the data and they are giving to the state government and they get the budget also. This is the reality, what I want to say it. So we have to think about larger scales. Then only now smaller scale is over, all people are implemented. Then our things should be taken in the larger scale. If it is the mandate is the area of operation is India, then try to cover at least half of the India one institutes, not at least or quarter of the India of I say it. And even one more things are there. I worked on one of the institutes. I don't want to name the institute and all. Suppose the institute has the 8 centers. Their project data will be restricted to that 8 place only. The study will be like a different agroecological region of India. Only that 8 regional center data will be made as a report. Based on that only our plan is going there. So that plan will not be accepted by the stakeholder. Administrator will not accept it. This data is the State Department people will tell, no, sir, their study is restricted to only their centers only. So it cannot be replicated to entire district, entire state like that way. That is why we are failed it. So where the mistake is there, we should try to rectify it. It's an in-house discussion. So telling this nothing is wrong. And you also oppose, like you can say that you are wrong also, no problem. This is wrong like this way. Another important things I am saying that where is the major threats for us now, the weaknesses, and we'll come to the threats. If now ICR is also thinking of privatization, now agriculture research, public-private partnership is involved. Now private colleges start come up. Earlier engineering colleges which is top, government college. When the private college comes now, VIT, what is that? Vellore. All our scientists' sons are studying in Vellore. That's a private college. SRM. Engineering it has come up. Medical has come up private. Now agriculture as education is there. Still now IRA is the number 1. After 10 years, think after 10 years what will happen? Any private agriculture college will be there number 1. Our IRA will be last. Then people will not come to IRA, they will go to the, it was happened already, medical, engineering already proved. In Tamil Nadu, I can say Anna University was number 1. When we studied, now it is not there anywhere in the list. People are not going to there, they are least prefer. They are even VIT campus, Pobal, VIT campus, other they are going, but not joining in Anna University. Top rankers. Medical college, you take Coimbatore, PhD is top still. Ramachandra Medical College in Chennai is a top. Our government colleges are come down. What was there, Stanley Medical Colleges? Those are being come down. We have the major threat. Not only this education. Second, research also. We have opened the platform to everybody now. We are allotting budget to the private organization. ICR is giving budget to the NGOs to develop the technology. It is open platform now. So the tomorrow you think any kind of role, you can say, sir, nobody can dominate Sir Rice Institute. Whatever we do, we will be number 1. We can say, but there will be the chances are there. Any institutes where the private organization take the lead. That's why my introductory piece I said there is a tough competition to take the role of second green revolution. The first green revolution is complete role of Indian Council of Agriculture Research and NAS system. There is nobody can challenge it. It is proven. But the second revolution, where it will come, where who will play? Artificial intelligence are playing the major role now. Amazon, they are entered. They are taking over many things. Corporates are coming. Corporates are come to the take over our budget. They were involved in the public-private partnership. You take the case of Air India. Air India was taken by the private and made the government. Over the period of time, it has gone down. Initially, it was bluffing. It is flourishing like anything. And come down slowly. What happened now? It has gone back to private. Now it is well. The same thing everywhere. Airport, railway, everything it will go like this way. But the research public-private partnership in the agriculture research is a major attraction of the government. Now one sector people are sending mails to me, even the NGOs, even the political parties that you oppose that public, it is not good for the farmers. Farmers have to pay their technology, very costly technology. Already, farmers will pay any amount to the private. They may not pay for us, but we should make them that pay for us also. Then it will be very good thing. So the threat is that green revaluation, whether our NAS ICR scientists are there or private corporate sectors are leading, we should not leave the role to them. We should own it. Then only we can have our own identity in the Indian agricultural research. So whatever time is given to me, I have enlightened it. Now additional points are there. You can just approach it. Now so far I have taken research. With the permission of chairs, just I will make one small request, sir. It is one of the system what we are having. Yesterday we discussed enough, sir. Another one is the recruitment system is disappointing most of the scientists. It makes the groupism. You see that one. Today recruitment, 2012, I was 98 KRS. Today, 2012, who entered through lateral entry from various services, I don't want to say the services, they are only head of the division and head of the centers. We made the scorecard now, certificate and all. Where will get the scorecard for me, from Goa and all? Where to get the evidences? You are making only current peoples you are bringing, only you are fitting them and making them management. What will happen to me and Raghuveer Rao and all? Raghuveer Rao is here head always, so no problem for him. This is should not be there. The system should not be frequently changes the system. If you are making one scorecard, whenever he is achieving the scorecard, when he is nearing to the point that tomorrow I am going to pass, you are increasing the scorecard again. But I am getting understanding. So that person who joined in 2012, he will be able to publish within 6 years. The person who is coming director or somebody is within 6 years, he can become easily present systems. But the person who works 25 years cannot become the management now. It is our system, why it is happening? It is due to these lateral entry recruitment systems. Lateral entry recruitment systems. Another two things are there. They have two advantages. When you go for private, or one rule was made for international organization, where APR is not written, head of the organization can give certificate for 8 years. So the people who worked in international organization, they brought all 10. Understood? All last 10 years. Simple words. Last 10 years, the scientist is excellent in all the years. Single paper, he got 8 marks. Our scientists have started to send mail to me. Manivannan, how we will get a 10 excellent? Only excellent director mark is there. Very good mark is there. 8 marks completely will go for us. Whereas those candidates are getting 8 marks with a single paper. Why it should be? Whom we want to include by giving such kind of rules? ICR system, we are the scientists, we have the APAR. Why we should think about other organizations, they should become as a manager for us? This is the one of the things. 25 years the person is working for ICAR and you are bringing one person. How that 25 years people are working for under him? They will not work. They will be disappointed. It is quite nature. Even the one among you, if you become director, they will tolerate it. Someone is coming from somewhere. Even person worked from here, he might have gone out and worked 10 years, 20 years. No problem at all. He is our ICR scientist, he may be. But the problem is, his evaluation method is different for him and our evaluation method is different. And we are not adopting our own system. We are relaxing for other peoples to include them. Somewhat it is better. You want to tell that inclusive nature. But inclusive nature should not exclude us. That's why my claim is that one only. Inclusive should be there. If the suitable candidate, no person is there, you include them for the benefit. But excluding the available resources, you are including the one other intellectual, that makes the conflict, fight, complaint, cases, the environment, poor working environment in most of the institutes. I will make one complaint against him, he will make one complaint against him. People will be sitting nearby you only, and they will be mailing to the director that the person is doing like this way. These are the systems today we are having it. Why this system is happening? Due to these imbalances. We were having different approaches to the different peoples. No uniformity. No uniformity. For that, they divided us already. They divided us. You are the social scientist. You are this scientist, craft scientist. You should be like this. You should be like this, like that. They divided among ourselves, and we were supporting all those kind of the rules for the personal benefit. We were not saying, no, he is also scientist, I am also scientist. We will come, we will fight each other. That's all. Ourselves, we wanted to relax the rules. We relaxed it. Now that rules relaxation is expanded to the NGOs, private people, so many places. That is what it is happening. So these are the major points. Thank you very much, one and all. Anybody interacted, then I will be happy to that. Thanks for the opportunities given by the chairman. You can give opportunity to everybody, sir.
It's working? Okay. Thank you, sir, for sharing your experiences on the SWOT analysis in present ICAR scenario. Working as a chairman and general secretary in AIS forum since last more than 10 years, I think you share very practical and very scientific problems related to the scientist, and the problems and issues are being faced by the scientific community in the ICR system. And the government is also facing so many challenges in the present scenario and the years to come. ICR system, I am in IRI, sir. And if you see the ICR scenario, 5,000 plus scientists are working in agriculture, ICAR, and a very good infrastructure. If you see north to south and east to west, there are so many ICAR institute and 113 plus ICAR institute, and very good infrastructure if you see in each of the ICAR institute. And there is a good payment structure also to the scientists. And but if you see, I will quote the experiences of IRI. Nowadays, I don't know about since last 5 years, where the scientists are facing lot of pressure. And now because of the introduction of the UG program, sir, during last couple of years, IRI UG program in BSc Agriculture, BSc Community Science, BSc Biotechnology, and BTech Agriculture Engineering have been introduced. And if you see, there is no lab, no classroom, no expert. I quote in agriculture extension, I'm from agriculture extension. And community science UG program has been introduced since last year. And there is no lab. Last year, there was the introduction of about 30 students in registered last year. And there was no lab. There should be a lab of cooking, apparel, designing, and so many labs should be there. So there is no lab, no expert, and so many issues are there. And at the same time, we have a program for BSc Agriculture, Community Science, and BSc Biotechnology and BTech Agriculture Engineering with existing faculty. I think the government have introduced this. ICAR introduced this UG program, so they should include into employment should be there for the faculty. There is no employment for the faculty, and with the existing faculty structure and faculty position, we have to bear with the UG and PG and PhD and PG teaching PG guidance and PhD guidance. These are all with the, so we are facing I think burden. And about 50% time is going for education purpose. That is there, sir. 50% time for UG program teaching, postgraduate teaching master's program and PhD program, and at the same time postgraduate guidance, student guidance for MSc and PhD. And since it is a research organization, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, the basic mandate is research. Then after that, the education has been included. So the 60, we have to show the 60% time for research. And those, so because of that, we are not getting, scientists are not getting good time for the research. And as if I see extension, we have to show 30% time for extension also. And at the same time, other works are there. So the UG, then their faculty and 4 to 5 courses every time you have to take per day. So these are all the important issues in the present scenario. And I don't know what, there should be employment opportunity, there should be good recruitment in ARS, and lateral entry of the senior scientist and principal scientist should be closed, and there should be regular employment of ARS. That is my point, sir. So I thank you very much, sir. Dr. Manivanan, sir, you share very good, important issues of short analysis in present agriculture scenario, considering the research, education, and extension. If there anybody from audience who want to share their experiences, yeah. Anybody is interested, they can share their experiences also.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Dr. Rajarendra, Senior Scientist from Directorate of Poultry Research, Hyderabad. Sir, I have one issue regarding the scorecard. Like whenever the scorecard is introduced, it is always retrospective. Rather, it should be prospective, because we complete all our 4-5 years doing as per the scorecard or as per our projects and other things. At the end of the day, it is shown that the scorecard is getting revised. So it always creates some uncertainty and tension among us. So it always distracts our concentration, because scorecard, because we have completed our tenure working for 4-5 years for the promotion. Later we find the scorecard is getting revised, and it will be retrospective. So always the scorecard which is revised should always be prospective.
Some messages that the scorecard is being revised like that.
Yes, sir.
Please feel free. It is our forum. These scientists are getting only this forum to speak.
is possible, if you raise the voice, then we all can come up. Please tell.
You can judge their biodata and this thing with a maybe consolidated. Which one? Any hub in that particular city, the good retired scientists. Yeah, that because they will be dedicated for teaching. I am telling only UG.
Wherever the hubs don't have that particular discipline in the particular place, if the retired scientists are there, there is a guideline how much money you can pay for the. You can call them like a 7 lecture, 8 lecture, per lecture like this way also, or you can engage them with some of the concern. But you have to follow administrative procedure.
You follow the administrative procedure. The major problem UGs.
Even there is a provision under educational development grant. If you upload every year, the main hub has to upload. That they should upload it. That next year these are the courses, shortage of the scientists. So these are the probably financial required like that. Afterwards, you can engage the retired person. No. Available everywhere. It is available. It is there even some of the faculty like mathematics and all. I am the coordinator for Assam. We put them in one of the statisticians. The students are totally unhappy. They got all ideas. The request come from them, sir. We need mathematics. So we are trying to now call quotations to engage mathematics from the Arsenal ages. So you see, giving the quality education is important. And who is taking class is not important. So you can make it always provision. All others. Quality there, Dr. Reddy sir, you are not relating to the content. You might be. I always you come and hear and tell me. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Manivanan. My dear friends, actually, no, the ICR has introduced this hub culture. Particularly, I don't know the reforms in education, the call it as. But, before putting anything, we need to strengthen the hub infrastructure for the students. Otherwise, of course, we are teaching them very well, being scientists, and then some sincere scientists are also there in the institute. But when you come to the practical issues, we don't have anything to show them and then get them actually on-hand practical experience. This is everywhere, I think, not only in our Hyderabad hub, but everywhere that this problem exists. And I think separate finance and then separate particularly for the infrastructure. And then we have to look out for the better living of the students, then their food requirements and everything. Actually, every time I interact with the students, they say 1 or 2 are falling ill. So these things are very, very important because when students come to the campus, it should be lively and then they should have proper atmosphere and environment to actually to lead the student life apart from the academic activities. So all these things we have to keep in. But of course, to make mega university as per the NEP guidelines and all, it's fine. Because there is a strength requirement, more than 3,000 students. That's why they made so many hubs to meet that requirement. I think about more than 3,000 students. So many hubs. so many hubs, and then even it seems somewhere only one student is available in the hub. I don't know how they are teaching. Really very funny. So these things actually, there is no need to have like, instead of making so many hubs, you can have IRIs actually. You see one Northeast Assam, they have constructed one IRI, and one Jharkhand, they have gone to another IRI. Like that, South Central, like that, you put West. There are 3 more IRIs, and then you integrate them as a hub. That would be very good actually for the, for the students. I think a very good buildings and then infrastructure have come up in the Assam and as well Jharkhand also. But of course, they have to equip with the now personnel, as the earlier speaker was telling. The manpower is also very essential, because particularly supporting staff to run the labs and then maintain the equipment and everything. We that is another aspect, but these things have to go in glow to, I mean, one-to-one actually, for the effective teaching to the students. This is what I mean, I want to say. And coming to the career of the scientists, actually, because I am the senior most, and within 11 months, I would retire from this organization. The problem here is very inactive decisions taken by ICAR, particularly for the scientist career development and so on. And, all of a sudden, within a year, they have introduced the excellent criteria in the evaluation, this thing for the directors and all. How many, I mean, you see the, what is the actually criteria for excellency by in this, in this system? How many people get this excellent remark? Who is given the excellence in this, I mean, upper this thing by the so-called administrators? How many people would get? This is a big, and then the way we actually give this excellent excellency is also the people who works actually, they never get excellent, because he never moves with these guys, because he is busy with his own work. And suddenly they have introduced this thing, and they should 10 years continuously excellent remark. Which scientist will get 10 years continuously? You tell me, in this whole organization. Why it has to be? It has to be protested, actually. Such decisions, actually, the people who have already hampered the people who are really very strong in things, actually, That is one more thing. And frequent change of this evaluation criteria is very bad for the organization. And another thing is, of course, I think people have discussed yesterday so many things about these papers and all. Papers, of course, we need to have papers, but ultimately, scientists' career actually, our stakeholders strengthen, and also stakeholders improvement in the agriculture. What improvement we have brought in, and how much your technology popular among the stakeholders. These are the indicators which have to primarily come up for the evaluation of the each. And then only people will go to the field, and then they will go to the farming community. They will also discuss, they will find out the problems. Then they will try to work out the solution. This is how research has to go. And that is one more thing. And we also need some reforms, administrative reforms, if you want to really reach the technology to the farmers. It is not that easy simply like always talking. You have to put your technology in the field. You have to how do you put it in the I mean, in the field is in a very in the question mark, actually. So there are many loopholes, and back the problems actually the scientist faces when he really wants to take his own technology to the farmer. Okay, it's not that simple, because I myself had seen in the field the foremost very backward colony with people, Chinchu colony. I worked there. I know the difficulty there. Now, we slept for 2 days to just implement the technology without any proper the essentials available there. In a community hall, we slept for 2 nights for implementing the technology. So it is not, I mean, very simple to, I mean, simply ये political भाषण देना बहुत आसान है, but जो practical इसमें agriculture में घुसना बहुत मुश्किल है. And another thing, the way this the financial reforms, everything you have to pay through online, and if you, but in at the field level, if a scientist wants to take instant decisions, he cannot do. He has to spend money from his own pocket, right? Whether that money will come back or not, he is uncertain again, because he is dealing with some other third party people, actually. So these issues, actually, practically, one, we have to, I mean, all this intelligentsia which is available in this ICR, if really they are interested to take these technologies to the farmer, then these reforms have to be also come up in the administration. That's what my point is. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, my dear friends, anybody should like to highlight anything on the topic of strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat? Online participants. Online participants, anybody can unmute yourself. You are allowed to do.
Dr. Ramjayam, you are there.
Yeah, Ramajayam,
Yes,
Ashok
you
Kumar, Nagarani, Sivaraj.
Put wala.
Sivaraj was there up to yesterday. He was here.
Shivraj ji,
Padmavati, Yogesh. Yeah, anybody should like to? Okay. So here on the floor, further anybody? Young scientists, we want to hear from you that last 5-6 years scientists or up to 10 years. What yesterday also I asked that any issues are there. You have been recruited more than 1,500 scientists. I think 2,500 scientists are there. Young scientists. Give the mic to her. Who is that? Priya. Okay. Come, madam. Otherwise, the dais is open for you. Please come. Let her come here. Anything you can tell, whatever, starting from your entry day in the NAM to till now, what based on your experience?
Yes. Thank you for giving me an opportunity.
Your name, madam?
I'm Dr. Priya, working as a scientist, soil science in ICAR-IIRR. So earlier I was there in ICS Bhopal, recently transferred to ICAR-IIRR. So,
which batch?
sir, actually, we passed in 2014 and joined 2016. So the increment is the first point. कि sir हमारे appointment letter में increments 5 लिखा है, लेकिन हमको 2016 के बाद that issue I think we discussed in yesterday's GB also. So that is the major problem, because in our appointment letter they mention 5 increments, but they are not giving. Sir, that I don't know, but in our appointment letter, it was mentioned we will get 5 increments regarding 2 for MSc and 3 for PhD. So total 5 increments. So this one of the major point. Another regarding this, sir, academic now this started, na, sir, PG, PhD. So in some hubs, there are so very less faculties are there. So like they have prepared one criteria for research guidance. So in our CRIDA, so the major problem, we have very less faculty and we are suffering for that regarding students, because they have made one criteria in which some scientists, they will not appear for the research guidance. So only 4 or 5 and 10 students, it will be difficult for each and everyone.
What I remember, earlier it was you should have the publication in last 5 years.
Yes, sir.
Now it is last 10 years.
Yes, sir,
So-
my name is there, but
No,
some.
no,
sir,
but last 10 years also 3 publication above NAS rate 6 is not available with many scientists till now.
sir, that I don't know, but that problem is there.
No, no, I remember this. We have brought down earlier, the research advisor was last 3 years or last 5 years, we should have that above 6 rating, 3 publications.
Yes, sir.
So that one was relaxed only for hubs 10 years. When it was 10 years, that many research advisors across the country, I remember one of the academic council, it is in 700 research guides were been in the larger scale, it has been approved also. And also, your hub is not only for CRIDA.
Yes,
Your
sir.
hub is for Hyderabad hub.
Yes, sir.
So IOR, DOR, this wherever all
Sir,
the
but the
institutes.
major problem we are facing that some of them, they are not having means that proper facilities, or anyone is not having their own projects. Like I am posted in ACRIBDA, like I am, so I don't have that my own field research because I just recently started. So for me, it will be difficult if I'm getting students. Mean I have to start off with that.
You will get higher score. You will get higher score. 8 students you are guiding.
Yeah.
Even their award also mark for you.
Yes, that is there. And one more thing, sir, just I want to know, can we keep an outer size person as a member in our
Outside means they are
like
what?
NRSC? If we are going for remote sensing study and all these things, some facilities we are not having, so we can keep like.
I doubt. I will clarify with. We have to clarify with the academic or dean or director IRI. Within the ICAR, so far no problem.
That
But you
like
want
NRSC, ISRO, from ICRISAT.
Actually, now we have that UMS portal. You know, the member also, it has to be there within that portal only.
Yeah.
So the system is designed for within the ICR system. And I'm not sure about it. This point we will put up it suitably to the concerned authorities.
And one another, like if we are having students, then is there any financial support for the student study?
It is there already. We are having that huge amount for each PG student.
Okay.
Annually, Dr. Kumbare, each student is how much is contingencies? 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs? Every student contingency is there. You have to get it from IRI.
Okay, so for that purpose, we have
For
to process.
research purposes.
Yeah,
for
that is what.
purchasing.
Because if we are giving student study, means sometimes we are not getting.
Fellowship is already deposited. Money they will get March end. They will get 1 year March end only. Last year they got 11 months. That we have to. Actually, money fellowship is given based on the government released to educational division, not with IRI. The fellowship is released by educational division of ICAR. They release whenever they get budget for this purpose only. Now they are releasing semester wise. First semester we got it by April and everybody is given for the first year. Now second year we have already uploaded, they will get it. Fellowship we are trying, students are under strike always, my app also. That is our fellowship is not there like that.
Like, sir, if you are going for any field survey, or like I'm going to give my student as a survey problem. So for that purpose, we are traveling. So will a student get reimbursement for their travel?
Actually, travel reimbursement only guide has to draw on their name. And guide has to settle the amount. Who is the guide?
Guide only.
You are the guide.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do one thing. You have any contact of IRI guide in your division? I will give the number of Dr. Mandal.
Okay, sir.
IRI head, he is a nice person. They are already doing something in the practice. You accordingly, you send the proposal through your director to IRI.
Okay.
And combinedly, you have to send like 5-6 students are there PG. That you have to mention that these are the expenditure. These 5 IRI will transfer the money to your hub.
Okay.
But provision is there. Contingency for every PG student is
So
there.
we have to give our request to our
Yeah,
director
you
through
no,
director.
you just find out how much limit for each student every year. How many students are given for research for you? And if the student is not undertaking any laboratory work in Delhi, he will get full contingency. If partly they are working in Delhi, they will take some amount, they will give less amount to you. So you just see it. If you are only undertaking full research project in CRIDA, definitely that money has to come to you.
Okay, sir, one request, can we get?
I will give the contact numbers. You
Yeah.
contact them.
And regarding this also, if we keep any outside member.
No, what you are suggesting for that research advisory, if they are last 10 years, they don't have that minimum criteria, what you are suggesting, you tell me, because that is academic council decision of IRA academic council.
Yes,
they have taken the decision that the scientists, and I also, we have already raised this issue with the DG in one of the meeting. DG himself, he told that that last 10 years, we don't publish that above 6,
So like,
listen, above 6 NAS rating, somewhere mistake, we have to rectify like that, he highlighted, you remember. So that we cannot go beyond that. Please try to publish it within a year, 3 publication and get the guides if that's all. 6 is not a big rating, I feel.
One thing I want to tell you, sir, like in CRIDA Hub, we have soil scientists, but some are from outside, like from NAM, so they don't have their field and all these things. At that time, student will suffer. If he off that member as a chairman, then it was one problem in our institute also. So that student is suffering. So for that purpose, what we can do?
Field.
Yes, sir, because sir is posted in NAM, so he don't have his own field. He don't have his.
Who is that? Who you have given to NAM?
Because he is a soil scientist, sir.
Soil scientists are here in IRR, DOR and all. Where field is there, you should select the
Sir,
scientist. No, why you are selecting the scientist without field? So many fields are here. Maize is having field, rice is having field, DOR is having field. And see, he can do one thing. He can discuss with any of the directors and take their field and do the work. ICAR Institute, there is not a problem. If the guide is allotted in NAM, he can discuss to nearby director who is having the field and take some permission and conduct their trials.
You talk with Dr. Chari and then sort it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other issue?
No, sir, that increment is the major issue, sir. 5 increments.
See, again, I will tell you what he talked also. Within your given resources, try to do the work. 8 students appears to me, it is a big number. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Priya. Anything you'd like to say? Whatever I already told you, you want.
We are getting students from IVRI, we are getting students from within Hyderabad and universities also. Many a time we are facing problem of sharing the resources, which we have very limited. So we could not able to do the best research. Even if we want to do it also, that is only focused, localized to only very few research areas. How to solve this problem? Because we still have funding problem. We would like to give best research areas to all the people, irrespective of whether it is ICAR, whether it is state university or within Hyderabad, any part of India. We are entertaining and we are all working hard for that. As a result, our own research projects sometimes taking backseat because of, let me say this way, you may feel bad. Sometimes, it is becoming a problem for utilizing resources for our own projects because of the financial difficulty, which we have seen earlier during 2021 22 also. Of course, it is a common problem for all over India, but that is there and still it is existing. Sometimes we understand why can't we give most importance to our own ICR based projects? Why should we take people from outside when we are not able to produce the best research output? That's only my
No,
question.
you are taking the students from other colleges.
They're also coming in. They send because we have MOU and then they come and we help them. And then,
No.
but we will be only as co-chairman or member.
This was given as per the demand of the scientist. Always they say no to fulfill that scorecard in the teaching. It was wanted, but that your academic coordinator only might have availed this all these facilities. So that is his responsibility to manage it. Without academic coordinator knowledge, nobody will force the student to take it. So academic coordinators are the concerned director hubs. They are the academic coordinators.
Sir, actually,
They are only demand. They might have demanded already.
yeah, see, the requests come from the universities. And then accordingly, the students are allocated to the scientists over there.
Okay.
But we also have our own research projects. And then there will be a competition for utilizing the existing resources, which are limited in quantity.
Understood.
It's very painful thing actually.
One scientist is
It does not mean that
you are not able to manage.
Yeah, each scientist is excellent in his approaches towards research. So that has to be also looked into.
Student is taken by some other scientist. He is assembled. They are not in the cause of that student. That's why.
But we are helping. We are helping. We are helping every student who are coming from different universities within the city, outside the city, all over India. But we are facing the heat.
Actually, the local institute level problem, yesterday I told you to raise some of the points in GB. That is not the common problem of all the institutes. The institute wise, some problems are there, can be first discussed with academic coordinators. If it is not resolved, the problems are there that should be taken by institute wise, not common.
Sir, see, when the students come from outside, the important fear that develops in the hearts of the people is that they have timelines. They have to complete their research project within time, and they have to go for higher studies or PhD or whatever it may be. Mostly we receive these days for BSc or other like that actually.
But
this is a problem, sir.
But this was in other way. I remember way back we brought these students to help us in CRRI, Rice Research Institute in Cuttack. More than 200, 300, they are saying they are the resource for our laboratory, our project data they are analyzing. That's why we are giving like that. Is it not like that?
They are no doubt resource as far as carrying out the research is concerned, but we have to teach them according to they're doing it. But what about chemicals? What about the other facilities? So, which is a genuine problem, and we have to do our work also.
Okay.
Yeah, we see as an ICR scientist, we have our own mandate, we have our own projects, and there are technically difficult issues are there to talk about. So that should also be looked into when we take the students actually. Thank you so much.
Right. Please give it to Srinivas. Dr. Srinivas, yesterday you have spoken many.
Scientists to speak about administrative problems, because nevertheless I know that there is no ending process for administrative problems, hindrances for scientists, but you are discussed strength and weakness. Our system weakness is only administration hindrance in the scientific community, which has to be highlighted. You don't have, see, even the heads, they don't have hospitality allowance. Director has the hospitality allowance. If head wanted to offer some tea to any of the external person comes into his room, he has to create from his own pocket, or else he has to manipulate. There are only two ways. Many industries persons will come, especially for our head and DCS head. Every month, 500 to 1,000 rupees goes on, and first is. And state government people will come. There's no, even I am working as a farm, scientist joint farm. I get every day farmers, progressive farmers into our farm. So I can't raise fund for that one from the office. I can't even for tea also, you are not allowed. Then how can you mobilize? Where is the PR for this involvement? So that is hospitality allowance earlier was there in the pay commission. But this pay commission, Even for heads also, it is not there. Only directorize for yearly 20,000 or so. So he uses for other conferences and hospitality allowance. Second is 25,000 advances. Even for farm missionary, recent other things, our research, we don't get advances. They are asking us to go for reimbursement. There's no policy for all scientists. And these people, everybody is having 25,000 minus in their bank balance. They are doing it. She is working on a farmer for, natural farming. You have to get instantaneously, she has to decide. It's impossible to buy an authorized GST bill. So that no advances are coming, and it comes after 2 or 3 months. By that time, price goes off. And even administration domination has to come such stage in many of the institute. People may not try to come out of that one. E-office. Once you can indent in the e-office. E-office mein kya ho raha hai? Once your receipt is sent to the administration for file clearance, you will not get an intimation where the file is. Where the file is, you don't get until unless you ask AO, CAO, and CFO. I think many of you might be knowing only receipt. You will get the information at the final stage of receipt. Once receipt is created and put up on the file, you will not get any information. You have to talk to the AO, or AO tells her it is with concerned clerk. We ask for concerned clerk, sir, it is with CO. And CO will not, they are reluctant to talk to us. Earlier, okay, present, it is happening. And the situation CO is many times, until unless you take the permission from the PA for appointment, you can't go. This is the situation in many of the ICAR institute. You just inquire. I'm not talking about the CRIDA itself. You talk to the administrative, scientists, many of the scientists, how they are facing the emulations. Especially director, many of the director tells that you coordinate, you have to follow. What we demand is, once you put up the intent, it's a store's responsibility to give us a product, just like CGR Institute. Even GFSR also says, it's a store's officer priority. He has to provide that one. What is happening now? You are giving intent, you are certifying, gem specification, they are asking, certify, once certification is done, everything is done. So where is the opportunity? If they don't get that equipment, or director will scold us what you are doing. And what you are doing in the way you are not following with administration. Following means, okay, at our level, I can take some risk. What are the young scientists, if they ask for CAO or CFO, they don't respond at all. Clerks also, they said, okay, 15 days or 20 days, the file is moving. So there should be some session in a Zoom or in future. What are the real problems faced by the scientists? Why it is not happening? No advances. Advances are pending.
Srinivas Garu agreed. Next, any other point? What he told is correct.
So this is the only point.
Our
Our system weakness is one. Remaining, okay, scientists are done, excellent,
Yeah.
they can do. This is where field experiments are
we
not
will,
facing.
this is the real problem faced by everybody. I got your point. Let us see it, how it can be done. The papers, whoever want, there is a last option to you. Anybody don't want to disclose your identity, the paper is being given to you. You just give papers to back row people. You can write whatever you want, forum need to be done. The front row, you leave it, they will not write. The back row people you can give. We don't want your identity. You just give it to them, not to me. Give it to Nitesh, who is our event. Any problem is there, don't think. You write it. It's like anonymous. We give importance to anonymous opinion also. Thank you very much. I leaving to the chairman to close the session. Yeah. Hey, give the mic.
Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Pushpanjali, Senior Scientist, ICAR-IIRR. Actually, so many people have told here very relevant points about administration, about hub. My only submission is, sir, when we are moving somewhere, our identity matters. Same way, our I-card also matters. So there is no uniform. I have not seen anywhere that our people, ICR people, are carrying their particular I-card, which is having a fixed type of thing for everybody. Irrespective of institute, they should have similar type of I-card for all the ICR employees. So I feel that is a matter of dignity for us to carry ICR I-card, and that is lacking. So I request this forum to put forward that actually I-card is an important thing and it should be uniform all over India for ICR employees. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so many things are there. Why we not? Sir, if in similar system, I-card should be similar. If they cannot follow, then they also should stop. If they are coming to ICR Institute, they should not use it. If they are coming to ICR Institute here, they should not use it then. So it should be uniform for everybody. It's a matter of dignity and we are also part of it. Yes, everybody. Everybody. It's matter of uniformity. Everybody should have.
He will ask them who is issuing the open card. He will try.
What issue is flagged is really correct. किसी का ऐसे लंबा वाला है, किसी का छोटा वाला है, तो सबकी अपनी अपनी अलग अलग ढपली है. हाँ, बोलिए मैडम.
Good morning to all. I'm Nirmala. I'm Principal Scientist in Agriculture Extension at CRIDA. Most of the time, I work for the farming community. And there I find some, the administration should align with agriculture, our needs and so on. But I'm seeing a lot of discrimination is there towards farmers, particularly for food. We have only rupees 225 per day for farmer we can spend in any training. Either it should include all breakfast, lunch, if he stays on campus, even dinner also we have to meet for that amount. And we see a lot of discrimination. If you see officials, for them, height itself, the rate is about up to 700 we can. But for farmer, 225. And after, post-COVID, the inflation is almost 3 times, I can say. And the vegetable rates and everything. Per day, we can't spend 225, and even DDG extension or KVKs, nobody is raising their voice. We are maintaining just the same rates. So there should be some uniform rates for either officials or farmers. I don't know where ARS forum can solve this. I don't know, but this is the major problem. And future priority is also for farming and farmers. So when we say farmer is our customer or our end user, so we have to give them top priority, particularly even in accommodation when we are trekking, we can't spend more than 150 per day. So these are some of the financial aspects and we have to take it to our DG or something. Yes, sir. There are guidelines. Expenditure division for endorsed through. Yeah, at least minimum 400 we should have for spendings.
Madam, ये issues आपके extension division के साथ में raise करिए ना.
They are
can
also
easily do it. Actually.
Yeah, they are also aware, but they are not able to raise that finance level. That is.
Okay.
And even we provide them one ice cream, they say it's a lavish dinner, lunch or dinner. With CFO only, sir. A problem here it is in with CFO in our institute. Maybe across, I am not experienced outside.
Okay, so thank you very much. I think lot of issues have been raised, and many as a director, I also agree, not like that. And many issues are there which have been raised here. Of course, online people, they could not raise the issues, but this is the only forum where scientists can raise their voice issues, and then it can be recorded and taken forward. So I think many things have been discussed. If any specific issue is there, kindly scribble and then send it through WhatsApp, maybe through email to him, so that you can record it as a issue raised in this, and always raise the issue with the solution also. That this present DG, I'm really finding that many problems he is taking care and resolving very sincerely, politely, and without making any noise. So you can see many reforms have happened, but then within our system, how inclusiveness is done, and then how exclusiveness can be taken care, what you told. For that, specific suggestions should be there. The scorecard, of course, what is discussed also, retrospective dates se implement kar dete hai. So already we don't have anything to add or something improve this and that. But per one pay commission, we get one promotion. That is also correct. But next pay commission comes with new guidelines and again new personal policies. So that will continue, but only thing is scientific issues needs to be really addressed. And stagnation nobody has raised. Yesterday also I raised that we all got stagnated. Principal scientist ke upar kuch hai nahi. By 42 years we become principal scientist. Even seniors principal scientists also not implemented. So these are the issues where we should raise this, and then many basics also got blocked now, 218, 200. After that, there is no bunching, what is that, increment or something used to be there. So those things are not there. So in real sense, I agree with all of you. So, and I agree with Manivan also. What he raised is motivational things are really required in terms of timely assessment, then promotions, and then next level also something needs to be devised. I don't know if the commission is going to come or not, but then these issues remain with us, and that needs to be taken care. Of course, 5 increments, 3 increments. I was also like that only in 44th batch while we joined. We were told that those who have at the time of application, they will be given 3 increments. And while we joined here at NARM, it was changed and they told at the time of joining, those who have, they can get 3 increments. And there I was loser. So those things are there, the issues are there. Thank you very much. Thank you, RS Forum, for inviting me to this program. Rather, I am very happy. First time I attended this program. Thank you very much. You want to tell?
Very good. Good morning to everyone. This session really very enlightened me. I think I learned many things. I think nothing to add much here because we are already getting delayed for tea. And Manivan, I would like to congratulate you for a very nice session and nice points you have raised it. I thank you one and all for your patient hearing and your participation. Thank you one and all.
No other speakers. So I thank chair and co-chair. So I thank chair and co-chair and experts for this important session. And we'll stop here. We close this technical session. And I request all the participants to kindly join for a cup of tea outside. Thank you.
This is Nitesh is showing something interesting. Databases and all that, there is some kind of training without chat. Okay, I'll come in. Come in. Yes, and directly come and download. Now for whom you have done? No, I have kept it open for public. Public. Okay. That's not a paid service. Okay. So that anyone can use it. Does that mean like anybody can use is okay, but we have to cite it or something? You need to sign in. Your account will be account. Because your data is your privacy. Yes, all the data we have kept it encrypted. Yes. And every 2 hours some data will be backed with proper backup also, so that your data will not be missed. Not be missed. Yes. आप इधर अम्मा इधर रुकेंगे हाँ देखिएगा कुछ है नहीं है इधर सब ओपन है ग्राउंड पे ज्यादा वर्क करना है तो करूँगा हाँ हाँ
పెట్టి అవతలంతా తిప్పించారు. రాలే కదా విషయాలే. మొత్తం 3 గంటలు నిలబడ్డా. రాత్రి 8 గంటల దాకా 5 గంటల నుండి 8 గంటల దాకా నిలబడ్డా. మైక్ పట్టుకొని ఎవడోడు మాట్లాడుతున్నా పంపించుకుంటా. ఇది బాగా అయిపోయింది. 5 గంటలు. మామూలుగా అందరికీ చేస్తారా? అది నచ్చింది. వేస్ట్ తల్లిదండ్రుల సహకారం లేకపోతే ఏం చేయలేదు. అంటే వాళ్ళ దగ్గర పైసలు లేవా? పైసలు లేవంటే చేసిపోయినా ఇప్పుడు తీర్చే బాధ్యత అయినదే కదా. అది పోతే ఏదో ఒకటి చేస్తారక్క. ఇదనే వస్తే ఎట్లుంటుంది అంటే 20 నుంచి అంటున్నాయి కదా. ఎన్ని గంటల పక్కన ఎన్ని గంటల పక్కన రాత్రిలో ఖాళీ ఏదేమైతే దేశాలు కొత్తగా the phone to anywhere, madam. Keep all the belongings there on one side. Yes. ఏం కాదు నేను ఇక్కడ చూసుకోవాలి అక్కడ ఇవ్వాలి అనేది ఇస్తా ఉంటుంది. Speak it will be easy now. But the students are
Who will read? Madam, you will read. No, now I told you. No, nobody is there. Only 5-6 points. Your point only to write now. He also got actually because he was lead speaker. Satish Suvarna. Our 3, our 5. That was they told, all conveners told, we don't know what they have written like that. Nobody is ready to read, I will read. Who is ready to read?
Okay. Oh, you have made a simply like that? You have not promoted to anybody? Your form about? You have registered under which one? Startup? Startup. You all are you are. We are going to start the validatory function. Before validatory, there is our graduates, agriculture graduates from Karnataka. They come out with the some online database management for All India Coordinated Research Project. So just we would like to, they are the startup, so that they can learn from there how the agricultural graduates can own their own startup They have come up now. That is, they have started like a event up. The programs are being conducted by them, helped us, and you can also make use of them for in your organizations. They will help from starting from preparing your brochure to issuing the certificate online. Now he is going to give us that one ICAR dashboard, means all the ICAR data, All India Coordinates Project data, centralized, it will be available. This is of course they are developed and it has to be accepted by all ICAR coordinators, then only they can come inside. But they are presenting their ideas. He is Dr. Nitesh from Event Up. Please start.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll just start my screen. So, ARSSF dashboard. It's all-in-one platform for managing all your research proposals, research projects, and also your research data management also. Coming to the features, so this will all be the features of the ARSSF dashboard. One is with your content management system. The content management system, the project management system, research data and management system, all your ARSSF related publications, and finally, okay, sir. So let's go. Yes, sir. So these are the main 5 features of the ARSSF dashboard will be encrypted. First, coming to the content management system, all the public domain or the public places or the public use pages which are there, which will be integrated with WYSI, means it means to tell what you see is what you get. Means you can create your own website pages with this particular website based editor. There is no need for any developer or the coder to give you the backend support. Even all the scientists will be encrypted with the IT supports. That's one section. Second one we have will be the landing pages. So in the ARSSF dashboard, all your stations like about the institute, what are all the regional stations, who are all the scientists working in the ARSSF module, what are all the publications have come out, gallery, and ongoing project, completed project, even all your meeting based announcements and contacts. Everything it will be encrypted in your landing pages. That is what, and these pages, whatever are there, it is all managed from the admin side. There is no need of any fun from the outside or a technical team to come and revise the pages. Everything has been done from the admin side. Coming to the project management, it is very easy to tell that how many projects you are working on the ARSSF based projects. You can just create the projects, assign the scientists who are related to those projects, and also collaborate and connect and talk with all the scientists. And coming to the more important section, that is the research data collection and management. From the ARSSF dashboard only, all the scientists will be enabled to collect the data on their mobiles. There is no need of data to be collected from the handbook or the notebook. Go to the your respective cabins or chambers and enter the data in the Excel for further analysis. So all the data collection and data management will be done through the dashboard itself. And don't worry, it is secured and all the data will be encrypted, and every 2 hours once the data will be backed up. So anytime you want, you can retrieve the data. And the first and foremost technology what we are introducing here, I guess it is the very first time in the global also, that using the QR codes, you can collect the data. Earlier, you used to have your own like labeling of your plant genotypes and all, you go write it up and give it the data. But here, just by scanning the QR code, you can go collect the data. Only the respective scientist will be in charge of that experimental plot, will be taking care of this section. The others will not be able to use up with their data. So QR code based data collection, the two for the plant tagging, it is very for the first time in India and even for the global condition also. They have used the barcode based collecting, but it's required barcode scanners and all. But here we have used the QR technology where with your handheld mobiles, you can go and collect the data. And continuing, Even you can go with the ASRP based, means you will be having all India coordinated project. You need to keep in our data sharing and all. So we have a regulated data sharing module also. And coming to the publication management, all sort of your publications, maybe your research articles, maybe your books, meeting proceedings, all the sections can be published from the dashboard itself. There is no need to do or work it on in any other ways. And coming to the user management, it is as simple like come user get registered and get an approval and then allot the project and it goes on. It's a best user-based interface we have provided here. And next more important section is the scientist profile management. Generally what it says, like our scientists are going the very best and the best job, but their profiles are not up to date, or their profiles are not in online, or they don't have their own platform to forecast their profiles other than what the foreign companies we are using, the Google Scholar or the other ways, or ResearchGate or something like that. But in Indian condition, this ASRP dashboard will provide you an access to all your profiles, where you can update your profile and your profiles will be visible throughout. That is what we have done based on whatever work you are doing, whatever your publications, thereby you can increase your citations and all sort of visibility. I want to get all our agriculture scientists into the mainstream visibility in the digital market or in the digital environment. That is what the main concern is about here. And this is another proposal which I am submitting here for the ARSSF forum. That is one ICR, one e-market space. All the institutes have their own seed materials, right? Have their own materials which have been sold out for the farmers or for the public utility or their commerce shop. So I want to get all the ICR into a single platform where there is less of market effort, like each one of the institute doesn't have to put their effort to get the market space up. In one platform, everything can be sold out. And on top of that, this gives another big hidden advantage, that is trust. Trust on the buyers. They feel, okay, the products are from the ICR Institute, the product, the seed qualities are at the genuine conditions. So we can assuredly trust the quality. And anyways, it's e-commerce market is almost the same, but here we are integrating with the multi-institute registrations. So all the institute no need to create their own e-commerce websites. They can make it into one ICR institutes. This is what has been addressed by DG also during the inaugural day. One ICR, one system. And coming to what all other Krushi Junctions are offering is, one is we are helping with the publications. All ebook based publications, journal publications, and also the articles, popular articles. Those are the publication we do. And in Krushi Publisher, we generally focus on ebooks. And if I want to tell you in short, in one book, if there are like so many other publishers are there who are commercial publisher, they only give a royalty of around 15 to 20% for the authors. Remaining 80% will be based on their material cost and all their profit margin and all. But here in Krushi Publisher, we are going to give you 80% of royalty for the published authors, and remaining 20% will be with the Krushi Publisher. And this, the pricing of the book will be totally decided by the author, because the quality, the content is known only by the author. So author will decide what should be the pricing of that book. Even the same case with the reader also, reader has an option to go for subscription, 1 week, 1 month, or the lifetime subscription. And it's only read-only access. There is no download. There is no copy, paste, print, anything. They can only read the book online, anytime, anywhere. This is about the Krushi Publisher. Then we have the training dashboard, just like now we are all experiencing about how our event up conference dashboard and the features are working. Similarly, we have a training dashboard, which is for the workshops, trainings, and all those educational things, whatever you will be taking care of. And the next technology which we have developed is the dynamic QR code technology. This technology, what is done is like, I'll give an example of this particular technology here. Like in Mysore region, we have developed around 80 plus villages we have identified, and we have encrypted those villages with the QR codes at their common gathering areas, like milk unit or maybe the Gram Panchayat areas and all. There, by scanning this QR code, they are getting the updated agrometeorology advisory based on that particular region. This QR code is static. The QR code, once it is printed and it is fixed, it is permanent there. But the information associated with it keeps on changing from the backend. There is no need to reprint the QR code again and again. And the same technology we have also inputted in IIHR, Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, where during National Horticulture Fair, where we have used this QR code technology to give information about the variety or the technology in 14 different languages. So by scanning the QR code, whoever is a visitor, in whichever language he prefers, he can collect the information. That is how our QR code technologies are there. And currently we are expanding this horizon to other domains also. And coming to the society website, we also designed with the society website, as you have already experienced with the ARSSF society website also. So the website is designed from our team. And the next thing is with respect to digital files, digi files. Now, most of the places where we go, we carry with our pen drives for data sharing or data management or doing our presentation. But in digi files, there is no need to carry any of your physical devices. There is no need to worry about the virus or anything. Just go, enter the URL, and your file will be ready for presentation. That's what our digi files will be. That's your personal pen drive or your digital pen drive. And we also design for all your custom based website or your project based website data managements and whatever things you require. We'll also help you with those designing also. And finally, this is the curve for you. You decide with the placement where you have fit it in. And finally, I thank you. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to present here.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
We are specifically interested in your portal which you are offering for the eCrypt. We already have in the RISE system
Yes, sir.
a similar one, but we can always take your help in further refining it.
Definitely,
Kindly
sir.
discuss with my colleague Dr. Sailja,
Hmm.
who has been a pioneer in this regard, and then we can see where we can work together.
Sure, sir.
And as regards to the other things also, I'm surprised that you're not offering as a service for event managers, because sitting here, there are a lot of people who will be conducting several conferences, symposiums or something.
Yes, sir.
And you have been managing our event really well.
Thank you, sir.
And that is something wherein you should also be your unique selling proportion or USP.
Yes, sir. Sir, in the event, right from A to Z, all solutions we provide. That's all your digital solutions. Coming to earlier section, we used to go with the Google form, collect the Google form, make the check the payment in whether it is reflected in the bank or not. Then take the email or get the abstracts in the email. Then check whether the abstract has been paid or not. Then bifurcate the abstract based on your own, like based on the themes and all. So in conference dashboard, right from your registration, payment gateway, abstract submission, review, acceptance, even accommodation request, travel itinerary. And when coming to the online or the phase 2 of our services, where conference ID card kit, complete ID card with the encrypted QR codes. But now, shortly from 15 or 20 minutes from now, the certificates will also be enabled here. So all the participants can just scan the QR code and download your certificates. So entire from A to Z, all the solutions are being digitized and encrypted here. Yes, sir. Because we know that conference are totally, it's an uncertain thing. We cannot force anyone to come and sit on the conference thing, and we cannot overcharge on the burden on the organizers also. So we have made it a principle like, okay, let us charge it based on number of conference participants. Instead of making it a bulk amount of so and so, let us put it on conference participant, and based on that, services will offer the things. Yes. We also source with the quality material kit. Yes, sir. Yes, thank you. Sir, it's already there. Thank you. It's already closed.
Are there any quick questions or any comments? Anyone would like to offer? Yeah, that's
yes, sir. Anytime. Thank you.
Sir, Professor Indramani Mishra, sir, are you there, sir? We are going to start the valedictory or plenary session.
So we are shortly going to begin with the plenary session. The chairman for this session is Professor I.M. Mishra, Honorable Vice Chancellor Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Krishi Vidyapit, Parbhani, Maharashtra. Co-chairperson for this plenary session or valedictory session is Dr. R.M. Sundaram, Director ICAR-IIRR Hyderabad. We have with us guest of honor, Director ICAR-IIOR Hyderabad, Dr. R.K. Mathur. And I request our organizing secretary, Dr. M.B.B. Prasad Babu, also to occupy the seats on the dais. Rapporteurs for this session are Dr. Baswaraj K., Scientist ICAR-IIRR, and Dr. Jesu Dasu, Scientist ICAR-IIRR Hyderabad. So once Honorable VC Sir joins, we can begin with the session.
हो गया तो वहां से करेंगे दे भी डालो
नमस्कार
All sir, welcome sir.
Namaskar.
Namaskar,
Namaskar,
sir.
Namaskar. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting. Actually, I missed yesterday's program. This was important, but due to some important government meeting in Pune, I have not come. But thank you very much for inviting.
It is our pleasure, sir.
Thank you for joining, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, start. Program you can announce. Start. Huh? They are reading. Okay, you start the program.
Just start the program.
Yes, yes. I request remarks by our director, sir, ICAR-IIRR, Dr. R.M. Sundaram.
Respected Professor Indramani Mishra, Vice Chancellor VNK V. Parbhani Agriculture University. Okay, Dr. Manivannan, and my dear colleagues who have assembled here offline and also online, and Dr. Mathur, my dear old friend, Dr. Prasad Babu, convener of the symposium. We had a very good marathon session yesterday and also today, wherein issues were very hotly debated, and we were able to arrive at some significant level of consensus regarding most of the issues. Some of the issues what we discussed yesterday were scientific, wherein we wanted some improvements in the scientific research system. Some were administrative, and then some were financial also. And I'm really happy to note that ARS Forum has selected IIRR or Hyderabad as one of the hosts. It's a matter of privilege, not only for this institute, but for all ICAR institutes located in Hyderabad region. And yesterday, when the inaugural session happened, I'm also very happy to note that we got very inspiring message from our Honorable Director General of ICAR. And we also had almost three invigorating technical sessions, each one covering a very apt topic. And we also had a very hotly debated panel discussion also, wherein eminent panelists discussed about how to reform the agricultural research, education, and also extension system, and towards which we can move towards a more developed nation, wherein agriculture will play a pivotal role. I would like to thank each one of you for participating very actively in the discussion and also contributing in the discussions. And once again, I'd like to thank ARS Forum for providing this opportunity for us to serve as host. There would have been many occasions or some occasions wherein as a host, we might not have able to provide you the necessary facilities. Kindly bear with us. We are also learning from this particular experience. Next time, I would also once again invite ARS Forum to conduct such events here in our institute or somewhere, at least in Hyderabad, so that we can conduct it in the same way or in a better way what we have conducted. And what was emerging in the general body meeting yesterday is that youngsters are now taking a lot of interest in discussing issues and then finding out solutions. It's not only a domain of very senior people here. I was very happy to note that a lot of youngsters took very good participation in the discussions and also discussing the agenda items. And I'm also very happy to note, Indramani sir, that we had almost 3 hours marathon general body meeting. In each and every issue, we were able to arrive at a consensus, and a set of action points have also emerged. And I'm also very happy to note that under the able leadership of Dr. Manivannan and also the vice presidents and other office bearers, we are moving towards a digital era wherein each and every member will be made to register online, and all further decisions and other things can be taken through online through our website. And even the elections, I understand that it will be conducted in an online mode without any chances or options for any manipulations or misplacement. And this is indeed a very good encouraging system, and it's towards the positive side. I once again thank each one of you. Yesterday, at one point of time when DG sir was offering his talk, we had more than 150 participants and then another 40 online participants also. I'm still very happy to note that despite this being the valedictory session or the plenary session, still the interest is being maintained actively both by offline participants and also online participants. I thank each one of you for being with us, participating actively in the discussions, and ensuring that this particular national conference will be remembered for a long time to come. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your remarks. Now I request Dr. R.K. Mathur, our Director ICAR-IIRR, for his brief remarks.
Good afternoon, everybody. Respected Dr. Mani, Honorable Vice Chancellor, dignity on dais, soft dais, colleagues. Thank you very much for inviting me to this program. First time I attended this program. Individually तो हम लोग काफ़ी डिस्कस करते हैं क्या होना चाहिए क्या नहीं होना चाहिए ऐसा हो रहा है वैसा हो रहा है but then this is a very good platform where we could share our views क्या होना चाहिए क्या limitations है कैसे होना चाहिए और उसके लिए ARS forum क्या कर सकता है क्या पर्सनल पॉलिसीज होती है एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम पर्सनल पॉलिसी यू ट्राई टू टच रिसर्च एजुकेशन एंड एक्सटेंशन आल्सो सो काफ़ी अच्छा लगा डेलिब्रेशन भी काफ़ी अच्छे थे और कुछ इश्यूज होते हैं जो कि इंस्टीट्यूट लेवल पे डील कर सकते हैं कुछ इश्यूज ऐसे होते हैं जिसको जो थ्रू ARS forum वी कैन रेज विद द हायर अप्स एंड पॉलिसी मेकर्स और डीजी साहब हमारे बहुत ही ओपन है I think he is very accessible also and trying to see that many issues are resolved or always we are there for the young scientists definitely to support them. पहले AP सेस फंड भी हुआ करता था अब AP सेस फंड नहीं है but then somehow we could develop corpus fund at institute level also and at ICAR level also और जो ICAR level का भी है वो डीजी साहब ने जो उसको फ्री कर रखा है you just apply and then see that how funding can be supported to some innovative ideas, this and that. And thank you, Dr. Mani, for this program. And let's see that more participation is there. क्योंकि और हम साइंटिस्ट के पास कोई प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है जहाँ पर हम लोग कुछ है जो फ्रैंक ओपिनियन दे सकते हैं। और यहाँ पे काफ़ी कुछ अच्छा हुआ है, डिस्कशन भी हुआ है और कुछ समझने को भी मिला है। समटाइम्स देयर विल बी लिमिटेशन विद द डायरेक्टर्स, समटाइम्स लिमिटेशन विद आवर डीडीजी, ईडीजी एंड डीजी लेवल आल्सो, बट देन वी शुड पुट फॉरवर्ड आवर व्यूज कि ये होना चाहिए और ये ऐसे होना चाहिए। ऐसे फाइंडिंग lacuna is okay, but then we should try to give solution also. That's what I always insist with our colleagues also. प्रॉब्लम से ऐसा नहीं, प्रॉब्लम नहीं ले, उसका कैसे कर सकते हैं, क्या कर सकते हैं. And it is high time that we have to support inter-institutional programs, projects, sharing of the expertise available with other institutes, sharing of the resources like equipments and this thing available with other institutes within ICAR system, across other organizations, CSIR labs. Very recently, I was there with the Birla Institute of Technology. They have very good facilities available with them. So ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारे पास नहीं है तो अपन काम नहीं कर सकते, but we have to develop collaborative programs. It is high time to think on that too, and then see that our ICR output is also competitive with many other organizations within India and abroad. मैकेनाइजेशन पे अगर आप काम करना चाहते हैं तो आपको आईआईटी के साथ मिलकर काम करना ही होगा, क्योंकि आईआईटी के पास ऑलरेडी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जिसको कि हम डेवलप करने की जरूरत नहीं है, उसी को हम जो आपस में बैठ के ऑन विन विन सिचुएशन वी कैन जस्ट सी that what best can be done and a product can come out. At the same time, in our institute very recently we started, of course, पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप है, होना चाहिए, वो सब थ्योरी तो चलती है, प्रैक्टिकली है जो थोड़ा सा मुश्किल लग रहा था मुझे भी, बट वी हैव मूव फॉरवर्ड ऑन दैट and develop the collaborative programs with private also. At the same time, licensing. This is one fact that SAUs are having very good system of promoting their technology. But we ICR institutes are having limitations in moving forward. This is fact. अब जो भी हमने वेराइटीज हमारे ऑयल सीड्स में भी है, हमने डेवलप की है, उसको आगे कौन बढ़ाएगा? आगे ICR इंस्टीट्यूट बढ़ाएगी, लेकिन SAUs के साथ में ये फायदा है कि स्टेट लेवल पे दे कैन प्रमोट देम. एंड देन क्वेश्चन जो जनरली नीति आयोग और चलता है कि भाई ICR ने क्या दिया सिस्टम को, ICR ने भी काफ़ी अच्छे कुछ है जो टेक्नोलॉजी दी है, लेकिन रीच आउट प्रोग्राम हमारा स्ट्रेंथन करना पड़ेगा. वी हैव टू रीच आउट थ्रू सम और अदर मीन्स, maybe through FBOs, maybe through NGOs, and now private also is being opened, and many decisions they are leaving on directors also to decide. तो ये हमें जो स्ट्रेंथन करना ही होगा और उसमें जो हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी आगे ले जाना है. अदरवाइज देयर इज नो यूज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी व्हाट वी आर डेवलपिंग इफ इट रिमेन्स विद अस. So many other issues are there, many things we can do together within the given ambient of the limited resources, limited manpower, limited funding. We have to move forward. तो इसी के साथ ARS forum का काफ़ी अच्छा effort है. And then personal policies, definitely it has to be looked into somewhere. I will not say it missing link, क्योंकि we have adopted UGC pay commission, and then onwards water processes are there where we are also adopting. But then earlier system ARS was there where S1, S2, S3, S4 was there, and there was continuity in the promotions also timely, and some next used to be available for us also to think and do it. Those limitations जो system के साथ थी उसको जो हमें जो meet करना चाहिए था. So if any opportunity comes, we can look into that. And thank you very much. Wish you good luck and all the very best. Water deliberations are there. You have already documented, and let's take it to the highest level for their knowledge. So thanks a lot. Thank you, Dr. Mani. You are very senior person, and then blessing this plenary session. So we are really very happy to have you on board, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your remarks. Now I request our chairperson, Honorable VC, Professor I. M. Mishra, sir, to please give his remarks. You want to speak, sir? Sorry, sir, there is a change, sir. Sir, our President ARSSF, Dr. Manivannan will just speak a few words. Sorry, sir, for the inconvenience.
Okay.
Respected Vice Chancellor and our former President and ex-officio member, Dr. Professor Indramani sir, the Director, Indian Institute of Rice Research, Dr. R.N. Sundaram, the Director, Indian Institute of Oil Seed Research, Dr. Mathur sir, the Organizing Secretary, MPP Prashad, and Dr. Raghuveer Rao, and all other participants. Very good afternoon to all of you. We had almost 2 days marathon discussion, and we are coming to the end, and our rapporteurs are very active in preparing the proceedings, and it will go through the number of discussions further, and it will be refined. And I hope that within a month time, we can circulate to everybody. I think it is in the hands of our host director. I am thankful to the host director for organizing this such a great event and giving the space for us. Sir, their conference hall is very excellent conference hall. You may be seeing it. And also the director extended all their support for organizing this seminar. Not even that, our Hyderabad institutes like Indian Institute of Oil Seed Research, Millet Research, CRIDA, and also the National Research Center on Meat, all directors, they extended their support. They provided the vehicle for us also. And I am thankful, grateful to all the directors. Moreover, they were there, 5 directors for throughout our conference. Yesterday also 3 directors were there. Today also 2 directors in multidisciplinaries, including Dr. E.B. Chakurkar, Dr. Tara Satyavadi madam was there, Dr. Sundaram sir, Dr. Mathur sir, Dr. Barbude. These are the directors who we have taken the help to derive the recommendations 2 days. I am very grateful for the directors. Generally, the directors avoid the errors from conferences, and despite that, I am really grateful to all your senior friends, sir. Thank you very much, and be blessed. And we are grateful to you. We will be ever grateful to you. Such support we are expecting in the future also. And also that's another encouraging. The Honorable Director General and Secretary DARE, Dr. Himanshu Patak sir was addressing, even though it was online, but the address was rich and it is encouraging, and it was a motivation to the ARSS forum, and his address was the highlight. And we are grateful to the Honorable Director General and Secretary DARE for his valuable time and was the chief guest in the inaugural function. We also conducted our general body meeting. Really, I am fearful the expectation from the ARS forum from our members are too high than the organization. What I feel, there was the more responsibilities given to us. We are happy to receive one end. At the same time, forum is also having the limitations. It cannot have the own. We have to continue with the existing procedures. We have been part of the ICAR, and our honorary patrons is a Director General. We also have own limitations, but we went beyond that in many occasions. We achieved many things, and I am thankful to Dr. Indramani Mishra sir, who has trapped me in such services quite long time, and which has made me to serve for you, all of you, almost more than a decade, I can say, from 2013 to now, continuously as a joint secretary, general secretary, like a president, almost 10 to 12 years. Then previously I was the vice president. Now our Mathur sir told that youngsters are not active. But when I entered in the ARS forum, I was young. My age was just 25 when I became the president, vice president, first time in 2002. I was the youngest president also in the ARS forum. So it is not like that, sir. Youngsters were not interested. Youngsters become old, that's all. But the present young generation interest has to be identified. When we joined, we have taken the vision that we should take the role in the change. When I entered in the service, I analyzed the service. I want to take the part of the change. That's why brought me to the president of the forum. But I never thought that everybody should think that one Gandhiji should come, one Netaji Chandrabose should come. Please, everyone you are having in your mind, everybody of you, Chandrabose, everybody of can be the Ambedkar, everybody you can be the Mahatma Gandhi. So don't think that someone has to come and solve the issues. So you come forward. My gentle appeal to all the young scientists, come forward, take the role, play and take advantages and play you to take the credit. Yes, I entered the system. I brought the changes like that. Despite just giving the advices, just giving that, expecting that someone will do. Come forward with this. I am thankful to Dr. Professor Indramani Misra, sir, for all the time and being my even friend. And you can say that the ARS Forum, he was a mentor. And till now, our coordination is there. You have done, sir, for whatever the roadmap you have drawn for implementing 5 days, weeks, we implemented. And the credit goes to you when you have started and given the full freedom to go ahead with the government in all the times, even though when I was a general secretary. Many things has come up. That as on date, I am updating that whatever the circular we are getting it. And some of the things which we brought up also, it is going to erase timely. We are opposing it. But ARS Forum, as per my statement, we tried our level best to make everybody happy. Starting from scientists to the Director General, all are member of the forum, and Honorable Director General is honorary patron of our forum. So the forum works for each and everybody. Some directors may think that it is against them, but I can say RMPs are benefited in larger scale due to the forum activities. Starting from the head, you can say the heads on rotation, you can see that semi-RMP, the scorecard for directors, and you can see that no extension. These are many things. RMPs are benefited larger scale. We were very much favorable to the RMPs only, not like only young scientists or medium scientists. So kindly don't think anybody's that ARS Forum is against anybody. It is ours, it is yours, you can say that, and every one of you part of this. In this, I very much grateful to our all 5 directors who joined very wholeheartedly. Let us give the big directors that all of them, the big hand for joining with us in the hand. If another 5 or 10 directors are joined with us, we can change anything in the ICAR. Definitely, I am sure about it. Thank you, sir, one and of you. Thanks for again giving the opportunities for us. And thanks all of you. Wish you a happy journey, whoever has come from outside. And take care of each one of you. Take care of your health. Don't put, this is my advice, receiving the messages like a 35-year scientist on heart attack, 29-year service on the travel tour, in the, even Hyderabad also some scientists in the bus recently. The family is struggling lot. Think of them. Always don't be with the paper and publications. Increase your pressures. We have the social life. We have the family life. Balanced life is more important than anything. You can, these publications and the research will come and go anytime. You can achieve little later also. Moreover, all intellectual people, we are losing it. Who is having top rated ratings? Who is having the ratings high rated? They are getting such kind of things. This is due to the high stress you are creating under you without knowing that you are under stress. So please take care of the physical health and do all kind of exercises Have the family, give the time to your family members, children's, and take care of you first. Then take care of our ICAR. This will be my kind request to all the scientists. Thank you, one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now it's time to hear from our chairman of this plenary session, Honorable VC Professor I.M. Mishra, sir. Sir, over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam. President of ARS Forum, Dr. S. Manivannan, his whole team, Secretary General and Vice Presidents, Treasurer, all are my good friend. I myself, the ex officio member, as immediate past president of the executive. Dr. Sundaram, my friend, Dr. Mathur, Dr. Prasad, Dr. Raghubir Rao, all dear ARS Forum members present in the hall, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to be with you. And you all know that I served ARS Forum for 18 years, 3 times as a Secretary General and 1 time as President. As Dr. Manivannan was telling that we had a number of occasions where became as a very good friend to ICR, became as a very good advisor to ICR, and became as a very good supporter to ICR. And if certain things were not good, we became criticism, we gave our criticism to certain decisions. I personally served under Dr. Mangalara when he was president, he was secretary there and ICR, followed by Dr. Ayyappan Sahab, and then Dr. our Triluchan Mahapatra ji. Before this, we organized a similar conference in Bhubaneswar, and in that DDG Education was a chief guest, and Dr. Pathak, who was a director CRRI, now it is NRRI, Katak, he came and he gave us a lot of time during that national conference. And now this conference very aptly chosen the title is Stepping Up Agriculture Research and Education for Next Generation Research Perspectives. And you chose the theme, very important theme, that is strength, weakness, and opportunities and threats of present ICR system. That means mainly research, teaching, education, and management extension. Organizational changes proposed and recruitment and assessment policies of all scientists and RMPs of ICR, and research advisory and monitoring system. I have, as I said, that I was very much interested to come, and when Dr. Manivannan meantime said that it is being postponed, so I was happy that at least I will be able to participate. I'm in Pune. We have some government responsibility here. All 4 vice chancellors of Maharashtra here, some important discussion and meeting were there. That's why I could not come. But my mind and heart was, with you. And so I'm sure that it had been a wonderful discussion and deliberation on all these 4 topics. And it was very clear from the speech of Dr. Sundaram, Dr. Mathur, and Dr. Manivannan. My dear friends, ARS Forum is officers' body. This I used to tell at every moment, every meeting, that this is officers' body, not a trade union. So the system should understand that this is a body of intellectuals who are basically very, very deeply interested for the welfare of ICR and the scientist. Second thing, this has been supporting ICAR in different ways, whether it is policy formulation is there, or scorecard formulation is there, or any other, on different issues. And Dr. Manivannan very aptly told that number of decisions, on the persuasion of ARS Forum came, and all these DGs, the Director Generals, I remember, and Dr. Manivannan must be remembering that in their chambers, they used to, Secretary Dare and DG ICR used to call Secretary ICR that if you want a proper solution, then discuss with the ARS Forum. They are the think tank of ICAR. So, and as I said that this is officers' body, we never went below a threshold, and the ARS Forum never goes, below a threshold. I remember once my team was there with Dr. Mangalara's office, and one statement I made that आपको जितना आईसीआर के ख्याल है उससे कम ज्यादा हमें फोरम को आईसीआर के ख्याल नहीं है, यानी बी केयर आईसीआर exactly equal to what you care at Secretariat and DGICR. So, and he understood that it's not that meeting was for the scorecard. And my dear friends, you might be remembering that a very draconian scorecard was made. And I wrote a letter to then Secretary Dare and DGICR that scientists are under fear and terror. So then he said that, what is this fear and terror? He said, I have gone your letter line by line, word by word. What does it mean? I said that the scorecard can, at that time, you remember, for average 0 mark. For team member, if you are PI, then only mark. Then this was a really worst scorecard. And I thank Dr. Mangalara. And I just raised a point that you had promised in IRI auditorium that before getting approval, we will put it on website and ask for your comments. But that same was not done. Then he immediately at that same time he called from his office to Dr. Mai, then Chairman ASRB, and said that was it not kept on website for comments? Then he said no. And then Dr. Mangalara said, it is, although he has taken approval of minister. And he said, I agree, and this will be reviewed. And the scorecard was scrapped. And new press scorecard after all discussion, and this was made, which should be not rejection based, which should be acceptance based. If someone is doing something, it should be acknowledged. It's not like just I have to fail you, and I have not to, will not allow you to pass. So there were these successes. I'm just quoting some examples that, and that Dr. Manivannan said, respect before in the eyes of ICAR administration. I remember Dr. Manivannan must be remembering when we went to meet Director General and Secretary Dare and Director General Dr. Ayyappan. And Dr. Manivannan, you might be remembering Dr. Ayyappan said, told me when I became president, he asked me to sit on the chairman's chair, and he took his chair side by, and he said, you are my president also. So that kind of generosity and greatness, Director Generals and Secretary there have been showing to ARS Forum. Even coming to our Dr. Our Mahapatra ji, I remember, and Manivannan was there, that he said that and called secretary and said that जहां भी आपको प्रॉब्लम उस तरह की हूँ समझ में ना आ रही हो सका तो ARS फोरम से डिस्कस कर लिया करो, ARS फोरम से डिस्कस करो, they will give more acceptable solutions, and that I remember. And the same Director General, if you remember, Dr. Manivannan was in Tamil Nadu or somewhere. I was sitting in ICR. It was up to, I was there up to 8:30 p.m. And Manivannan was waiting that has it been approved? That was pay scale. I had met our Director General, Secretary, Director General then, Dr. Mahapatra, and they said, if you give it by 31st of March, that will be your greatness. And after that, तो उनको मिल ही जाएगा, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. And you remember, Dr. Manivannan, it was done before 31st of March. And Chairman, I remember if there is some query, I went, from third floor to second floor, first floor to fourth floor, all those floors I was just checking. And our promise was that it should be done today and today only. And it was done. And then I told Dr. Manivannan that it has been done. That is the seventh pay commission. I know I'm telling you, remember it. So, and Dr. Pathak is doing an outstanding job as a secretary there, and his ICR, because he has been a very social person. Many of you might not remembering, he was president of PGSSU at IARI, and in all different social and this kind of activities, he used to participate. I have been continuous touch with him. We were together, working on these issues, and that's why he came. And Dr. Manivannan might be remembering his speech at in Women for Agriculture Institute, and he made very categorical statement that forum should be face and base of the scientists. And this is one we used to tell that forum, in government system, they have to follow protocol, and forum is not necessary for the forum to follow protocol. And that's why I used to say to all three director generals that we can walk ahead of you, we can walk behind you, we can walk side by side you, but wherever you want, we want welfare of ICR, we want growth of ICR, we want progress of ICR, and along with that, we want welfare of scientists also. Scientists, a happy scientist can give happy ICR. And I maintain in my university, and my dear friends, this is training of ICR and ARS forum, and that how in a university which has, here in Parbhani, has a very big, is spread in 400-kilometer length and 400-kilometer width, number of colleges, number of private colleges, number of research stations. But it is Dr. Manivannan training and tuning of ARS forum days, which is making us to take the university to new heights. So my dear friends, I will not extend speech much. My just congratulations to Dr. Manivannan and his team. I thank Dr. Sundaram and all four other directors of the Hyderabad located ICR Institute to support the activities. Let me confess that whenever during my these 18 years of ARS program, when I used to feel that I should get some more support, some more knowledge, some more this, I used to visit Hyderabad. And this institute was, Dr. Raghuveer Rao is here, and he used to organize all different meetings and all. This institute was my favorite institute. Okay, and all those, some might have been retired. I remember that what the, when we were pursuing this 5-day week, and Hyderabad used to support in a very big in this institute. Whenever I used to land in this institute, there used to be, wonderful support, wonderful love, wonderful appreciation. And this Hyderabad, I used to feel second to Delhi, not even second to Delhi, just like Delhi, my own institute, and all these 5 institutes when I used to visit it, I used to feel that, I'm with same, my close dear friends. So this, so great to that you took, this as a venue. And there is 100% support of Hyderabad institutes for ARS. I personally have experienced during my tenure. So again, I will say that Indian agriculture is, you all know that it's in a very different situation, in the sense, I will not say crossroad, but see what kind of expectation the government and the people are having from agriculture. And they see this new economic survey, and it was said that agriculture is growth engine. And before that, there's another good thing that ICR and SAUs are coming very close. And Dr. Himanshu Pathak, Secretary there, and Dr. General ICR initiated a program. And last Saturday, we completed 25 days, every Saturday interaction with the state universities and ICR institutions, and all 76 universities made presentation. Dr. Pathak was very happy, and in the closing one, and he said that he learned a lot. It is true that it is not only ICAR, it is National Agriculture Research System, which is important, and there is need of much closer collaboration, which Dr. Pathak is committed to, and we are basically supporting in a big way this program. And I was just feeling that this kind of program which Dr. Pathak has initiated, that gives a lot of boost, even not only which in the last Dr. Manivannan mentioned about health and other things. And my dear friends, when you meet your own friends in such meetings, some are directors at that way, because what happens, with the stage, age, and height, you become alone. And if you get opportunity to discuss every Saturday, all those, friends who were some at IRI or Pantnagar where I studied, and then at during our time at the ARSSF forum. So it gives a lot of pleasure, and that is salubrious to health, that when you discuss and meet. So forum, that's what you said, Dr. Manivannan, very aptly, that first life is there. It should be. And I maintained in my university that life minus happiness is equal to 0. In my first address, which I made on 25th of July 2022, here in Parbhani, and that was the statement that, life minus happiness is equal to 0. So please remember, whatever you have achieved, if happiness is not there, then health will not be there. And then finally, you have no meaning. So that's I appreciate, and that's ARS Forum should organize more, by local activities, by local chapters, local units, and strengthen it. Not it is again that is not a trade union; it is an officers' body which needs to be strengthened to give and to work as a think tank. As I have told that all three director generals used to say that it's a think tank. Take advice from them. They have wonderful suggestion, wonderful idea. And I hope that we will be maintaining it. About Dr. Manivannan, I feel very happy, Dr. Manivannan. And you are rightly said that as a joint secretary, then secretary general, then vice president, that is what is the grooming. And I am sure that you must have groomed in the next, whenever this situation comes, who will take, hem of affairs and, reign of this one, and have wonderful relationship with the ICAR, because we are of the ICR, for the ICR, by the ICR. So this is always, but certain things where, administratively cannot be done, that can be done through forum. I remember, I'm just extending, taking more time, because once I am not forgetting to mention that I was in IARI, and Dr. Ayyappan, and there used to be one bureaucrat who created hell in ICR, and he called me. He said that, where are you? Please come here. And someone is creating a fuss, and Dr. Manivannan knows whole story. He can share with you. And I called that man, and I said that you can't disturb ICR. We will throw you out. You remember Dr. Manivannan, and that person also you must be remembering. And he just got scared. He said, हमने कुछ नहीं कहा. मैंने कहा तुमने बहुत कुछ कहा, तभी डायरेक्टर जनरल एकदम क्या है वो हो गए हैं, क्या कहते हैं, he was totally impatient and got disturbed. So my dear friends, we are a different kind of people, that scientific community, a sensitive community, a directed community, an honest community, a dedicated community for the nation always, and for the humanity. So we will maintain that standard. ARS Forum, if you go to its thoughts, its the background and the basic. You remember our president was Dr. Mangala Rai himself, and later on he became DGICR secretary there, and very successful secretary and DGICR, everybody knows. And even I served this one, and I used to maintain, I had to tell my friends that this is one activity, but your science and other things are different activities. So we never allowed, ARS Forum never allowed bad performers into ARS Forum. This is also true. And Dr. Manivandan himself, he is a ICR awardee. Has been doing wonderful work. And all these, my friends, you see the executive, when present executive, if see the biodata of these people, they are wonderful scientists. So same tradition we will maintain, and many more things, need to be done. And we have a wonderful secretary there, and Dr. Chandra, who himself has been very social, very down to earth, very active, very initiative taker. And he is always open. That's why he opened this platform to industry and to university, to everybody. And this is the best time to take the ICAR, and even government support is there. Wonderful honorable minister is there, who everybody in the country is appreciating and expecting a lot of hope from him. This is the best time for ICAR and the Indian agriculture and ARS Forum. I hope best wishes for all of you, and thank for taking this initiative, this of the organizing this wonderful event. Come out with the proceeding, share with me also if possible. I will also contribute. But salute to all of you who organized this. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. And we look forward to host you here in Hyderabad at our institute. And we'll definitely share the proceedings also. I request our co-chair, Dr. R.M. Sundaram, sir, to please give a remark on this. Okay. Then we'll go for vote of thanks. So we'll proceed ahead for the last event of this plenary session, the formal vote of thanks by Dr. P. Raghuveer Rao, Principal Scientist, ICAR-IIRR, Hyderabad.
It's my proud privilege to stand before you to propose a formal vote of thanks. Honestly speaking, I thank Director General ICR DG Himanshu Patak sir for giving us permission to hold this session in Hyderabad. And we are very thankful to Dr. R.M. Sundaram, who was our director. He immediately agreed on the proposal of Director Manivandan that this could be held in Hyderabad, because we have 5 institutes, and all the directors of the 5 institutes have cooperated, sir. We are sincerely thankful to them. And from this institute, Dr. Prasad Babu was the main anchor in coordinating the unit and becoming the organizing secretary, and doing a wonderful job with a team of his scientists, led by lady scientists, Dr. Kalyani, Dr. Shailaja, Dr. Divya Balakrishnan, Dr. Manasa, Dr. Sridhar, Dr. Brajendra. Various committees we have formed, and we coordinated well, and we could do this wonderful job. It gives me pleasure, because this is the interface between ICR and the scientist. Whatever problems are there, you can tell individually, but somebody has to come to your rescue. And ARS Forum is always coming to your rescue. And we should be thankful to Dr. Manivandan, who has done a wonderful job. For the last so many years, he has been associated with us, and he has taken initiatives in various proposals before the ICR. And he was instrumental, along with Dr. Indramani Mishra sir. Indramani Mishra sir also was a good friend of mine, and we used to take all these proposals to the ICR, and we could achieve for the welfare of the scientists. And we'll continue to do this, sir. With this, I propose a formal vote of thanks. And I thank all the members and all the participants from Krida, Naram, and Millets, and all the scientists who have come here to participate. Thank you, one and all, sir. Please join us for lunch. Thank you, sir.
Sir, before that, actually, on the first and second technical sessions, we did not give mementos to the rapporteurs. If by the permission of chair, if it is okay, can we just call? So for the technical sessions, Dr. Satish Chauhan. He served as a rapporteur, but that time, due to paucity of time, we could not. Dr. Shruti. Dr. Shruti, Dr. Suvarna Rani. And for this session, it is Dr. Baswaraj and Dr. Jesudasu. Can you please come on the dais?
Now I request Director Sir to felicitate our convener, Dr. Kalyani.
I request everyone to please raise for national anthem. I request everyone to please join for lunch. It's at the VIP dining hall and in the TTT quadrangle. All of you, please join for lunch.